as we hearken to Moses about it, so we hearken. They were telling him that the way we honored Moses is the way we are going to honor him. We are going to see you in a certain light, so that it will not cross our mind to tell us that you are just a common man. Why should we follow you? And the second thing you need to know about certain resolutions, and I'm talking about resolutions, not just New Year's resolutions which you forget and doesn't. No, I'm talking about resolutions that change your life. The resolutions that cause the Joshua generation to possess and promise land. These type of resolutions. One thing about certain resolution is who the resolutions are. The first point is who you serve. The second one, who you resolution. Who does it honor? Who does it honor? When we look at the greater scheme of everything, does it honor God? Does it honor God? Do you know why this is important? Because where God is taking, or let me even start with the children of Israel. The land God was taking them into, He told them, you are going to possess houses you didn't build. You are going to possess vineyards you didn't plant. You are going to possess a great and mighty land. Things you haven't done, you will get it free. Riches, everything that they've carried over the years is going to become yours. But if you don't have the honor of God in your heart, as the blessings begin to come, destroy your heart. Destroy your heart. There are certain countries, where political leaders, when they were younger, they were the leadership of certain Christian organizations. In school, in high school, whatever. They were part of the leadership. See, this thing, I've said a few times. The person is faithful, serving God, and then God gives them some sort of leadership, some sort of political, whatever. And that thing that I honor God just dissipates like wind. And all of a sudden, the person was saying, you see, like I said, what is red, they will swear heaven and earth that this is white. What is black, they will swear that it's blue. And you are just flabbergasted. You are astounded. Is this the person that called himself at this? That was serving God? And you see, one thing God told David was that He told David that what you did to Uriah, it caused God's name to be insulted because of what you did. That God was dishonored. It caused dishonor to come to God because of what you did. And many times when people don't honor God get these things, and everybody knows that we voted for him, or we put them in power, or we put them in because we had a certain respect and honor for God. And then they flip. What they don't know is that what they've done dishonors God. Because those who don't really respect God, those who don't really see, they'll say, and this person says they serve God. Look at what they are doing. Look at what they are doing. There's almost a time God is seeking for people who have the burning desire to honor Him in spite of any and everything. Because He knows that if you are like Daniel and I give you, you are like Joseph, I give you prime ministership. You are like Daniel, I make you the president of all the presidents. It doesn't matter what happens, He will still honor. That's how God sees it. That's how God says it. It doesn't matter what happens, you will still honor me. And these are the people God is looking for. Because God knows what riches can do. I keep on saying, I quoted it in the first, but I'm going to quote it again. Jesus said, you can't serve God and money. Because He didn't say you can't serve God and the devil. He said God and money. Because money brings a certain, if you don't have a certain control over your person, and money comes, you have millions and billions of it. Whatever you want, you just go online and click, you have it. The color, the shape, you have it. and you don't have control, you have not decided to honor. Oh man, whatever vanities enter your mind, you do. Chase men, chase women, do this, do that, use drugs, go, you will do. Because here, deep here, that thing that they said, as we saw Moses, as we hearken, as we honored Moses, that honor that you need to have for God here. That as I honored you when I was broke, so will I honor you when I'm prosperous. It's not there. The Bible says, and Job was prosperous above all men, like he was the most prosperous man on the earth. And yet every day he would wake up and offer unto God. So much so that God could, he has boasted about Job to all the angels. And so now he's looking for somebody to boast. He sees the devil and says, I have come to concerning my servant Job. Meanwhile, the man was filled, blessed, rich, prosperous, and light, like lifted highly up. Like he was just blessed. But God found in him a man that honored God. So God will trust him. God will trust him. Read carefully the account of the children of Israel. Those who died in the wilderness. See what happens whenever God bless them. You would think that the blessing, the opportunity to encounter God in a new way would cause them to be stirred them to be even on fire for God. No. The first one that I talk about, a few things happen. Like even at the Red Sea, you know what they did there. But the first main one was at the base of Mount Sinai. Moses was up there speaking with God, and they built a calf. He said, let him lead us, let this calf be our God. That was the calf when we were crying to God for salvation. But because in their heart they are not determined, we were slaves. We honor God. Now we are free. We are still good. God has prospered us. We have all the riches of Egypt. The Bible says, do you know what they did with the riches of Egypt? They carried the riches of Egypt and put it in the pot. And the Bible says, out of the pot came a cow. Many Christians do that. God wants to push, God wants to bless, God wants to put you in places where you have effect, like Daniel, places where you have effect like Mordecai, places where you have effect like Joseph, so that the corruption and the filth you are seeing will enter. So they can touch your children and manipulate and do this. But if he gives you the position, you, instead of be resolute in your decision and say, I will honor God when I'm broke and I will honor God when I'm blessed. Instead of remaining that way, you change. I don't know what enters your head. You become like Jeroboam. The Bible says that Jeroboam was a servant in the house of King Solomon. A servant. And the Bible says Solomon sinned against God. So God said, I will take the kingdom from your hands and I will give it to your neighbor. And the Bible says Jeroboam was working excellently, and Solomon saw. You see, they always see. Solomon saw how excellently he was working. Solomon became angry. Solomon began to attack him as King Saul was attacking David. The Bible says Jeroboam ran to Egypt. After Solomon died, you all know what Rehoboam did. Rehoboam said, hey, if Solomon was wicked one time, I'll be wicked 10 times. If Solomon was doing this, was being very harsh with you, I'll be harsh with him 10 times. And foolishly answering. And the Bible says the 10 tribes left the tribe of David. And left Jeroboam and went to join themselves to Jeroboam. And the Bible says God enlarged Jeroboam. He made Jeroboam a king of Israel. What was the next thing Jeroboam did? Jeroboam, this same hidden idol. You see, I mentioned it because Jeroboam went to Egypt to hide. This same cow, this same cow. Because Jeroboam was hidden it inside. If God is, I'm a penury. God, I honor him. And he had not said, if God lets me up, I'm still honor him. No, that's not what he said. That is not what he said. Jeroboam said that, now that I am king, if I allow the people to go to Jerusalem to serve God, their hearts will be turned back to the throne of David, and they will all return back to the throne of David. So I won't allow them. So I'm going to make my own with my own gods, that is Joseph. And this man made a temple and put a cow there. Put his own idol there. And God was annoyed. Because it is very easy for humans to forget when God makes them great. When God, they forget where God took them from. It is one of the easiest things. So God has to grant you that learn to honor me. The people have to learn to honor the voice of Joshua as they honor the voice of Moses.